This is an interesting building. I do think this is going to be Africa, but I'm not sure where. Are we inside like the same building or something? That would be such bait if we were. Hold on, is it the same shape? I mean, it has the like tall thing at the top. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. Today we are back on the fan-made maps. If you want to submit one for this series, then call it something like Zigzag Challenge Map and put it inside my Discord, which you will find in the description. I said without further ado, let's get into some of these maps. They tend to be very difficult if you've never seen this series before. We're going to play about a minute per round with no moving, the classic settings, and let's see how we can go against these maps. Also, apparently they got rid of the compass. You have to turn it on, so yeah, let us go like that. So this map, this location appears to be blank, so I like to just guess Czech Republic. It's around a lot of countries, and yeah, I've actually had this location and it's been black before, so rather unfortunate, but that's just how it's got to be. So here is the first location of the video. This one is immediately kind of reminding me of like Réunion or something like that. We can see ocean around the place, so wouldn't even be surprised. High Peak though, we're speaking a bit of English. Okay, that's a bit of a concern. No French. So yeah, my first thought was down here in Réunion. We've got 39 seconds left, so where else can it be? Could it be Norfolk Island? I think it could be Norfolk Island. Where is that again? Somewhere over here, right? I actually can't remember where exactly it is, but it's fairly tropical, so it should be somewhere around here, I think. Maybe it's even further down. Here's Lord Howe Island. I don't think it's there, but we can put our marker there anyway. Burnt Pine. Yeah, here's Norfolk Island. I think I'm gonna go up here inside the national park. Might not be mountainous enough. We'll see. And okay, this one was actually over here in St. Helena, and that makes sense. English speaking. Big mountains, yeah, I think Norfolk Island is probably too flat for that. Regardless, not a terrible guess, but we don't get any points for it. This one is like this pit is like eternally burning, right? And I'm pretty sure it's in Turkmenistan. But I think they have some in Uzbekistan as well. Anyway, I think it's somewhere around here, right? Maybe on this highway or something like that. I definitely like seen videos where people go off to see it and stuff. I can't remember what it was caused by. Was it like some Soviet experiment or something like that? It kind of eludes my mind at the moment. But let's go for that. Somewhere around there, I think. Yeah, it's on this highway here. And there it is. It's the Darvaza gas crater. So, yep, not a bad score. And making up for our first two bad guesses. This one is looking like Peru to me. But let's see here. Well, we have this guy. He looks rather Asian. So does she, actually. So they could always be tourists, but it's interesting nonetheless. And actually, look at this architecture. This is also Asian architecture. So the question becomes... Oh, man, I'm surprised I thought it was Peru. It's just this tree here, I guess. So the question becomes Bhutan, Nepal, or China, really? Maybe Myanmar is possible. Maybe we got like some Buddhist flags here. Yeah, would not be surprised if this ended up being Bhutan with houses like that. But it is pretty dry, which is surprising. So I'm not really sure what I think here. Maybe somewhere down where it gets a little lower, like that, is possible. Could be around the capital city too. It just has to be in one of these more populated areas because you can see a whole town down there. So I'm just going to leave my marker where it is. And yeah, I should have gone over this side, but that's okay. There's actually, yeah, these are Buddhist shrines or Buddhist temples here. And so yeah, 4,200 points. Final location, we have the Canadian flag, but I don't really trust that. So what I mean is this could still be like Antarctica or something. So we have the sun is to the south here, assuming the compass is correct. We also have some like solar things here, which is interesting. This might just be very far north. This could just be very far north. As for the other things, we've got like a clothes line here, maybe. Not really sure what the deal is with that. Got some jet skis, so it's pretty flat. I don't mind Canada here. I just hope it's not Antarctica, like I said. It seems more Canadian to me anyway. I might just guess somewhere up here, because it's definitely anywhere from here up to here is going to be quite. It's going to be quite snowy. And actually, we do want it to be a little bit hilly at least, so let's go all the way up here. Let's see about that. And okay, I'm glad I moved it a little bit further north because this was right up the top on this lake here. So yep, super duper far north there, and we end up with 10,000 for the first map. So especially because there's a black location, I'm pretty pleased with that. So the second one, bet you can't zigzag, says Dora the Explorer. Well, we shall see. We shall see about that. I'm thinking I can, but let's see about that. So here is the first location. Feeling rather tropical here. Looks like a tourist place. Got like some ladies. It's there. Everyone seems to be white here, is what I've noticed. So let's see. This one, even though it feels rather tropical, I'm looking at these scooters and stuff. It feels rather European to me as well. Look at this red roof over here. Portugal, Spain. I mean, it could be Brazil still, but kind of reminds me more of Europe, I have to say. Could even be like Albania or like Turkey or something like that, or Greece. So where do I actually want to go here? Maybe these trees and stuff remind me more of like Albania or something. I don't know. And we've got land on the other side as well, so you can kind of see it being something like that, right? So yeah, I don't really know what's actually going to be correct here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Greece or Albania or Turkey or something like that. And yeah, this was Greece, so you know, not a bad effort, and maybe if the compass was correct, I actually should have guessed on that side. But 3,800 is a good score for these maps, for sure. The next one is volcanic. Very volcanic here. Got like some craters and whatnot. This one is definitely difficult. So where's the sun? Well, the sun appears to be more to the north, so could be southern hemisphere here. I was immediately thinking of something in Mount Kilimanjaro or something like that. Kind of has a similar look to it. This lady, I can't tell where she's from. So yeah, what are we thinking here? I think it definitely looks like Kilimanjaro runs I've had before. Otherwise, like, maybe the Galapagos Islands are possible. It has to be southern hemisphere. Maybe even, maybe Vanuatu or something like that as well. But I think I have to be most confident with just the Kilimanjaro here, so let's see. And man, the sun was lying. I should have remembered that the sun could be lying, because I was going to say Hawaii, but the hemisphere would have been wrong, but it was right. And here we were inside these national parks, so not good. 17,000 kilometers away is quite a poor score. This guy is looking very serious. Although, sir, he's got a little emblem there, can't tell what it is. We're inside a botanic gardens of kinds here. Could this be like Singapore or something? Whoa, hello. My man is actually scary. Anyway, so yeah, I don't mind that actually. Like, it looks quite nicely developed. But then again, it's a greenhouse, so well, no, we've got palms out here. So yeah, I don't know. It could be like Germany as well, or I don't know. These like buildings kind of look European, German, French to me, or something like that. The way the people are dressed kind of makes it hard to tell. I still think I'm going to go with my initial instinct of Singapore here, but that's like, I have no idea. So let's go in here, and let's say we are, you know, inside this national park here. Oh my goodness, that was Bogota, and yeah, we were very, very far away. 19,000 kilometers away is not enough to get us a point. And yeah, that was a difficult location. Sometimes when it's indoors, you really can't tell what's going on. We were on the right latitude though, so at least there's that. Next round. We appear to be on like a treetop walk here. Got a lot of like really tall trees. So it's very green on the ground. The the photosphere is clearly messed up a little bit here as well. I went to a similar place in Germany, but I'm just trying to think if these trees look German enough. It could even be Australia, possibly, inside one of like the pine forest, but I don't think so. So it really becomes a question of Northern Europe or Northern America. And I think Europe. I think the trees look more European. Marginally. It's actually kind of hard to tell though. These certainly could be American. If it was American, I think it's West Coast. But I, like, with that road over there, it just kind of gives me a few European vibes, so I just want to kind of guess middle of Germany here. Could even be like Sweden or something like that, but I kind of like this. Let's see if I'm right. Not bad. It's actually Norway near Bergen. So yeah, that's not bad at all. 2,000 points I would consider a success on a round with so few clues. But yeah, just reminded me of a place I went to in Germany, so yeah, I guess that's good enough. This one, Armagh. So interesting. I'm not actually sure Darmagh. But we got some British flags here as well, which is kind of curious. Some painted bottom of the poles. This is official coverage, so no antenna. Maybe this is Turkey? I'm not sure. Kind of an ambiguous round here. What is this all about? It seems to be some Cyrillic, but yeah, I'm not sure why. I don't know why. And Northern Macedonia, maybe? Could be Northern Macedonia. Yeah, I just don't really know what to make of this round. It's kind of strange. This kind of looks like South American architecture, interestingly enough, but surely we are not there. Sun is to the south. So, yeah, I don't know. It's got to be between Turkey and, like, North Macedonia or something. I'm going to go North Macedonia inside the capital, but it's kind of a difficult round for sure. The Cyrillic is what's making me go there. Woo-wee! Let's go. Right city? Wow. Okay, that was a tough round. I mean, there's the flags and the language and everything. That's a good pool right there. That's a good pool. I'm pleased with that. And we end up with 11,000, so an improvement on the last one, marginally. So let us see how we go on the next one, shall we? Okay, on to the next one. This one's for Zigzag, and seems like people are getting decent scores on this one, so we shall see if I'm able to do the same. Here is the first location. Very pleased with that final guess there. This one is in a desert, but we've got some trees as well. We've got a little girl here, some people. Okay, so this is immediately reminding me of a round I had the other day over here, like just south of Santiago in Argentina. So could it be somewhere like this? I do consider that a possibility, but let's actually check it out. Snow-capped mountains. Yeah, this kind of like really dry stuff meeting like a lot of forest. It could also be Mexico, I think. And it could even be Central Asia as well. So it's kind of a tough ask. I kind of don't mind my guess here, but where's the sun? The sun appears to be more to the north. But yeah, it's actually kind of mostly just to the west there, as usual. So, there's river. I don't mind this. I don't mind this. We'll see. Wouldn't be surprised if it is the United States. There we go. Colorado. A tough round to be sure. So those guys are kind of dressed like Americans in hindsight, but yeah, there you go. A tough round, and we pulled 25 points. So yeah, a relatively even distance from the equator, relatively similarly tall mountains, but no cigar. So here's the second round. This one feels African, I want to say. Let's take a look around though. This is an interesting building. I do think this is going to be Africa, but I'm not sure where. Maybe near the Sahara. It also kind of reminds me of like Tunisia or something as well. This guy's got black hair who's taking the photo, but kind of lighter skin, which is interesting. But yeah, this is an interesting building indeed, isn't it? So I'm thinking like Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco. Where else could it be? Senegal, maybe. I don't know. This is definitely tough. But what about in the southern reaches of Tunisia? Would that actually make sense? I don't mind it. It should be very dry, but not too dry. There's somewhere out here, you know. What do you guys think of that? This tree kind of definitely could fit the bill. The rolling landscape, it could be Middle East as well. Rolling landscape. This building is what's interesting. Kind of could be quite ancient. And yeah, we're on the right latitude. It's actually in Cyprus, which I didn't even consider. Actually, in these maps that people make for me, Cyprus does not come up often. But maybe now that I've said that, that'll change. But there you have it. And that was quite a nice one. Looks like a nice place to visit. And definitely very dry. Very dry there. So this time we appear to be inside... Are we inside like the same building or something? That would be such bait if we were. Hold on, is it the same shape? I mean, it has the like tall thing at the top. Yo. If this is inside the same building and it just happens that these two rounds have come next to each other, then... That's quite insane. But it kind of feels like a similar part of the world, doesn't it? No, I'm actually so tempted to just guess there again. That would actually be so funny. alternatively, where could this be? I mean, it feels like Northern African, Southern European anyway, so I don't really feel like I'd be losing too much here by going at the same spot, right? So yeah, maybe over here indeed. Where was it? Like, yeah, I think it was like here, right? So surely not. Surely not. I don't think I had the same door. I think this is wrong, but I just gotta go for it just in case, you know what I'm saying? Ah, let's go. That is so funny. That is so funny. The way that it actually lined up, because these could go in any order, you understand? Wow. There we go. Okay, 7.8 kilometers away. You already know. My man passed the IQ test. Okay, so next round, we're out on a boat. I've had this round before. I've had a similar one with this trekker, but I can't remember where it is. Ooh, like a white beach island there. So I have two thoughts here. One of them is somewhere in Madagascar, one of the Madagascan trekkers. And the other is like Bermuda, because Bermuda has like the similarly blue water. But I kind of prefer Madagascar here. So we're seeing stuff to the north, which means we could be out here or something like that. Yeah, and we also see, okay, we see an island there as well. Okay, this is kind of starting to look bad for Madagascar, is it? I think it is. Okay, we could be like this. This is possible, I guess. But it's kind of starting to look bad, I have to say. I can't really think of other places to put it though with this boat. And this guy looks African, so yeah, I think I will just go for it. Let's see. And okay, what's the other side, man? That's unfortunate. Oh, some little islands here. That makes sense. But that's actually a good score. So yeah, going real nicely so far. And I think this is going to be a broken location, unfortunately. So yeah, you know how we do it. This is the channel tradition to go right there. And not today. We've had a bunch of rounds on this island, so I may have gotten that there. So this one was a 9,900. Feels like we've been sitting around the 10k pretty consistently on these maps, but probably should have gotten that US one. But yeah, that second Cyprus was actually hilarious how it lined up. And who knows if I had have gotten that first, if I would have been able to tell from the outside. But yeah, just a bit lucky, I guess. So let's head into the next one, and this one's Zigzag. Nice road lines. So perhaps we're going to have some bait road lines here, hopefully some official coverage, but or maybe not. Maybe it's going to be some countries where you don't know. So we've got some yellow outside lines here, and it's looking very Mediterranean. These buildings are Mediterranean as well. And I have seen all yellow road lines in Spain before. So I think Spain is my main thought going into this, and these buildings could certainly be Spanish. The round has a bit of an Italian feel to it as well, but I think I will go Spain here. I think I will go Spain, maybe somewhere up here near Bilbao. Yes. No. This one was actually in Albania, or actually, is it Greece? I think this is actually going to be a Greek round. And yeah, okay, so I'm starting to think that when I see Greece, it's often the darker brick, as opposed to the lighter brick with the red roofs. But I could be wrong about that. Maybe the Greeks can tell me in the comments. But yeah, that's a quite a cool looking place, and the yellow outside lines, kind of baited by my prior experience in Spain there. This one I think is probably going to be Chile. We have the white car as well, and the Chilean flag, so not too hard. We're crossing over a bridge here. Oftentimes you get the yellow road lines down here where it gets a bit alpine during the winter, I guess you could say. So let me think here. I'm not sure if there is coverage on this side, so I'm just going to look for a bridge on this side instead. And yeah, could we be here? Certainly could be. I actually think that's probably actually going to be right, you know? I could be wrong here, but yeah. I'm just looking for any other bridge. This one's also possible. So the road angle kind of bends around though, so I think this one probably was actually at least. Yeah, it bends around to the north. Oh, it's gotta have a big town. Okay, so that one's definitely not right. Yeah, actually I'm struggling to find it here. Maybe this one here. Ah man, it is all the way down here. Oh man, I thought this one just followed the coast, but actually dips away from the coast for a little here, and then you can see the town. Actually, the town doesn't really show up, so it would have been a really hard ask. Still, 4,300 points is good, and yeah, it was in Chile. Oh, this one is curious. Before I turn around, I think this one is going to be Eswatini. The landscape looks like Eswatini to me, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them do this in Eswatini. Maybe occasionally in South Africa. So let's turn around. Yeah, oh no. This is not Eswatini. This is not the Eswatini car. This sign looks Brazilian, perhaps, to me. So let's see. The sun is to the south, so northern hemisphere. This is curious. Is this a Mexico round then? We have a short plate, so yeah, maybe this is Mexico. So actually, this has been quite a wild ride. But yeah, this is curious. Why do we have a yellow line here and a white line here? Is there another side of the highway being built over here? Yes, I think that's the case. I think there's going to be another side of the highway being built over there or something like that. Anyway, with 3 seconds left, oh gosh, I'm going to guess here in Mexico. Ooh-wee! I probably could have gotten more points there if I had realized the time, but yeah, that is actually going to be 2,400 points. Got the right country, but only after quite a lot of consideration there. This one is interesting. We got a yellow center line, and a yellow and white outside line, so a generation 4, so that does get rid of the possibility of a few countries here. This one I do think will probably be Brazil. This car is driving the left-hand side of the road though, so that is curious. Maybe not then. Thailand? Could this be Thailand? MNTT. Okay, this one's legitimately difficult. Where are we? Thailand. I think it has to be Thailand with Gen 4. Yeah, I think this is Thailand, and it's very strange. It's a very strange tie around, I have to say. But yeah, with this car and everything, should be. Now, it could be hold on, we are driving... Yeah, we are driving left. So, could it be Indonesia? Maybe. I'd actually think it really could be. But I'm gonna guess, up here. This is weird. This is a weird round. Yeah, this is Indonesia, okay. So, that's why it wasn't Thailand, because it it didn't quite look Thai to me. And that was Indonesia. We're kind of along this road here. So definitely a tough round, and only 400 points, even though we got the right continent. If only the sun was visible. The sun was covered up by clouds, but if the sun was visible, I probably could have gotten that, because it was southern hemisphere. But yeah, a tough one to be sure. And here we are with yellow outside lines again. Look at this castle in the background. It almost looks Russian to me, which is curious, but this is generation 4. So not Russian. We've got ocean to our north. I think this one might be the Spain I was talking about. The Spain with the yellow outside lines. Could it be? It doesn't strike me as 100% Spanish here. Certainly doesn't, but with the ocean to the north, that would at least make sense. And this rock wall could be Spanish, so yeah, I think it's just a strange Spain. Also, you do see ferns in Spain sometimes, so I don't mind that. This castle, it could be just somewhere up here, I think. So let's look for some kind of cool castle here. Is that a church? Nah, that one could be. The red one could be a church. Let's go north of this castle here. Surely this isn't correct. That'll be sick. Okay, it's actually down in Portugal near Lisbon. That was a lot. It was a different kind of location than I was thinking there, especially because I thought we saw ocean to our north. Apparently we didn't. I mean, I guess we somehow could have, but yeah, that was a little bit of a bad round, but we still get 11,800. So I've actually been Mr. Consistent today. Actually, every score has been around that 10 to 12,000 points. Yeah, not a terrible effort. A lot of official coverage, so I should have gotten better scores. But that Indonesia round really hurt us a lot. So onto the final round for the video, I believe. This one is just called, hold on, we have 2 more actually. No, this is the last one. This one's called Zigzag by Federlead. And let's see, it seems like the average scores here are kind of a bit lower. So hopefully we can break the 10,000 point and beat Ear Roach. But let's see how that goes for us. First round here, feeling European. We have a lot of birch trees. Oh wow. Battles, fall, fire, department. This is curious. When I was looking here, I thought Russia. I was even thinking of Sakhalin or something like that. But look at this. We're speaking English and we've got an American truck. So whereabouts is this going to be? It feels super northern. Canada? Should be Canada, I guess. But I don't know. It's very flat. It's very flat. So northern. Let's think about our options here. Northern Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. I was even thinking like Quebec or New Brunswick or anything like that is possible. Would not be surprised if this was even Newfie, but I think I will go like northern Saskatchewan here. So let's see about that. And oh man, this was Alaska. So I wonder if there was a way I could have told this, but this was in Evansville. So maybe if you knew about Bettles and this airstrip here, then you could have gotten a better score than I did. But yeah, 500 points, no real surprise. It definitely felt super northern. I should have gone further north. But I did see these mountains, so I would have probably been discouraged from guessing right here because they're mountains to the north there. Next round is also rural. We have some banana plants here. Yeah, they're growing bananas. These kind of fields remind me of Myanmar, Cambodia, Thailand, that kind of area of the world. Super green. Yeah, these guys look Southeast Asian, so I'm super confident about that area. The question is Myanmar or Thailand, maybe even Cambodia. This flag, I can't tell what it is. I don't think it's a national flag. But I would probably be happy to go something like that. Maybe Thailand makes more sense here. I'm not sure. Or even Laos. Laos probably too mountainous. I don't know. I don't know what I think here. These guys, I'm not really sure, like, they definitely seem Southeast Asian. I don't know what race, though. I think I will go Myanmar here. Yeah, that's a good guess. That's actually a super good guess, considering my hesitancy. And 4.5k, definitely pleased with that. Okay, so we are all well on our way to the 10,000 here. This next one is reminding me of like Rwanda or Burundi. Is it Burundi next to Rwanda? Yeah, Rwanda or Burundi or something like that. That's my initial thought. The corrugated iron houses. Could it be South America? Could be. We got bricks here. Could be like a really poor Colombia or something like that. This almost looks like a Nigerian flag, but I think that's actually a person wearing green standing next to two things on the clothes line. So maybe just a coincidence. I think it might be a woman wearing a headdress. In which case, I'm not really sure because I think Rwanda might be a Christian country, but regardless, I think it is going to be that area of the world. Like, we've got the red dirt here. That would be kind of uncommon for Colombia, I feel like. So, I like this guess. Let's hope that it's not South America. Otherwise, I do think we're going to be getting some decent points here. Let's guess outside of Kigali. And, oh wow, this was northern Madagascar. So, yeah, that was a tough round. Definitely a tough one. Looks like an interesting kind of village. And, yeah, are there any roads actually leading here? I wonder how one is meant to get there, or if they're just missing from Google at this point. Because, yeah, you can actually see that essentially only the highway is marked here, which is kind of curious, because I assume there must be many more roads than that. So, let's head into the next round. We've still got 2 rounds to redeem ourselves here, or at least to get that 10,000 point mark. And this one, I have never seen anything like it. Quite simply, this is fascinating. What the heck? This is like super far north. I thought this might be like tropical or something, with this like bits of green here. But no, look at these mountains. So, I'm thinking Alaska here. Or Greenland? Greenland must be possible. What of the two am I thinking most? Alaska or Greenland? It's black. It's like an oil spill or something. Maybe like Norway is even possible? I'm gonna go like over here. I just have no idea with this one. But I'm hoping that Greenland is like a decent hedge here. Let's see. That's not bad. Svalbard. Yeah, Norway crossed my mind, but Svalbard didn't. And this one was actually... over here. So I wonder, was that an oil spill, or was that just like the natural like soil color? Some Svalbard expert can tell me. But my guess didn't actually end up being too bad. But that was a super. I mean, it's kind of beautiful in its own way, that one. And okay, we need 2,500 or better here. It's going to be green. Okay, it's not bad. And it's very out of focus. That's kind of annoying. Here's the guy, white guy taking the photo. Down in here is like a valley. This kind of looks like China to me. This does kind of look like China. Mexico? No, I don't think Mexico, probably too green. Colombia again, maybe. Some on Africa, maybe. I like China here. I do like China. I just wish I could see it in focus what these trees look like and stuff. But yeah, I don't mind something like this out here. Should be fairly tropical. Nanning, somewhere around there. Could even be like a rural Vietnam as well. It's mountainous, so I think that fits. Yeah, it's definitely mountainous over here where I've guessed. So yeah, let's go in Wuxuan County. And I thought it looked good when it was here. No, this was in Georgia. So yeah, I think if that was in focus, I could have gotten it better, but I guess that's part of the challenge of the video. And so we end up with 7,600, but it was a super tough seed. Guys, thanks very much for watching to the end. Submit your own maps inside the Discord, and yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. It was good fun, a lot of good maps today, and some decent guesses along the way. So I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Catch you later.